Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is your Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. Fam, you know what I noticed? Now, phones are so important, we can't go a minute without them. We watch them, we use them to call people, we text people, we play games on it. So, your phone now does everything that multiple things used to do. It seems almost scary. They tell you about certain things with these phones, man. They're listening, they're taking pictures of us, they're doing all kind of things. Even when you cut them off, they still reporting your location. Dude, don't you ever believe that these phones do not do that. Your body now is a big antenna any damn way after putting all that shit in you. So, it's crazy as hell if you think about it, man. If you watch TV right now, your TV takes pictures of you. They done proved that. It's crazy how this works, bro. So you think about it. You watching your favorite show, then all of a sudden a commercial come on. If you watching YouTube, when the commercials come on, they just don't come on. You can hear your show, and your show is like a moderate, volume. The commercials come on loud. They're trying to get your attention. They're bright. I mean, the colors are so bright, it's almost blinding. It's almost like it can give you some sort of, medical issue right there, seizure or something. And the thing that I'm looking at, man, there is nothing healthy about any of this. All of this shit holds so much of radiation, man. We're sitting here putting up with so much. When I was on a train and on a bus, I was looking around and everybody was on their phones. Or somebody had some sort of gadget drowning out everything. Back in the day, people used to have newspapers and books, and they used to be reading stuff. No, not anymore. Think about it. AI done took over, and it's telling us all type of fabricated stories, man. I was watching something the other day, man, and it was like, yeah, you know, um, a polar bear was in the water way out at sea, right? Polar bear out, where the ice at, and all the sharks are around the polar bear. But all of a sudden, the polar bear going through the sharks, the polar bear jump on the side of the boat, and they let him up, right? And they start cleaning off his wounds and everything. And the polar bear smiling, and they lead him to land, on the boat, and they take him off, and he wave at him. And I'm like, and people like, yeah, Or they have those tidal wave ones where, the tidal wave is coming and the people are just standing there. And I'm like, come on. You got to be playing with me. Or they got it where it's people talking and you will actually believe it. Man, I'm going to tell you something. AI is the devil, bro. They found a way to get us. They got it whereas we won't believe any damn thing. Oh, that's AI. That's AI. And I'm going to tell you, not every damn thing AI, and that's how they get you. And this is how they want you to be. You won't believe the truth when it's hitting you in the damn face because you think it's artificial intelligence. And like I said, that, certificate of vaccination 19, which is 19 is AI, bro. AI is going wild. It's crazy. I'm going to say it again. We let this in. And how do you turn it off? Siri is always listening. Alexa is always listening. You ask them certain questions and they giving you all these weird answers about certain facts that you didn't even think of. They're telling you stories that you never heard of. Like I said, right now the government is in process of rewriting history, bro. They're taking out all the things that they don't want there. They're dumbing the people down. Whereas they're not teaching them shit. They just letting them go through. Bro, it was a couple of people suing lately because they were saying they were just passed, on to the next grade, and this person was the valedictorian. Can't even read. How are you the valedictorian and can't read? How the hell does that work? Who the hell made up valedictorian? See, this is the stuff that I'm talking about. This is the stuff that I've been talking to you about for a while. It all sounds wild in theory, man. The news, you notice the news only reports on a certain thing. They don't tell you the whole story because they're creating a narrative. They're teaching you a narrative. I have a lot of friends who are having issues where they see like a splinter, like a white line certain times when they look around or they hear like little audio ticks or something like that. And I said, maybe you being bugged and, or, somebody's listening, It could be Big Brother. Maybe you said something or whatever. But I'm going to tell you something. This is life. I was saying the same shit a while back, and I was talking about medication. And I was saying how I knew a lot of people who took certain medications and started seeing things. And, they were telling them you're just imagining that stuff, man. I'm going to tell you, once they stopped taking it, they didn't see it no more. It's not causing hallucinations. It's causing you to see beyond the veil. And see, that's the thing. This is why they take certain things off the market. If you ever notice, they move people out of certain areas and they say it's this is condemned land. We can't do anything with it. There was a leak in this and that. And you come back, they came back with like detectors and all of this stuff trying to detect stuff. It wasn't nothing. What are they doing? Dude, there are a lot of vacant cities, towns in the U.S. that a lot of people don't know about. See, a lot of people think that when you look at this, man, it's just top level, like top layer. No, this shit goes deeper, bro. This government been lying for a long time. We talk about aliens and all of that shit. Man, they already here. They're among us. They live with us. Man, they learn to adapt. See, and I'm not talking about, anything racial or anything like that. I'm talking about beings that you would think is from another universe, another world, another galaxy. Shit. Dude, this is not the only dome. See, people think, when I talk about the firmament and things like that, there's a dome over this planet. Not over the planet, over this part of the earth. This is not the only firmament. There are more worlds out there. There are more domes out there. This is the one that we know about because this is the one that we in. The government know about all that. Dude, people keep talking about Elon Musk rockets are just detonating in the air. They're just blowing up. No, they're not. They bumping into something. Dude, they trying to get up out of here. They trying to go somewhere. We're underwater. That's why the sky's blue. You keep asking why the rainbows are curved. That's because they're curved up against the dome. That's why they curved. They're not, when you look at a rainbow through a mirror or anything else that's illuminating the rainbow, it's usually going straight. And again, I'm not saying anything, about anybody because, see, people go and take it any other place. But it's bent when you look up in the air, man. And people like, you never could find the other end of the rainbow because it's not on the inside. It's on the outside. But you can see it on the inside. Dude, I'm going to tell you. People keep talking about the sun and the sun is so far and the moon is so far away. What if all of that was in the firmament? If man has made it to the moon, what if the moon is not as far as you think it is? It was a guy who went up in like this balloon and he noticed it got hotter as high as he went. Because you remember, planes didn't used to fly as high as they used to fly. They used to fly at a lower level. And they used to have the windows open on the damn plane. So you didn't have to worry about all that. But planes fly higher now. I think because there are a lot of reasons, behind that. But, it's a lot to think about. Think about it. In the curvature of the earth, bro, like I said, if the earth was round as people say it is, and I'm not saying it ain't, who knows? But think about it. You be able to go from here to wherever you need to go. The plane be able to take off. Why is it taking all these detours to get to a certain spot? Because the earth is not as big as you think it is. Our plane of existence is not as big as it used to be. Oh, and I want you to understand something. 23andMe, they went bankrupt. They going bankrupt. They trying to figure out what they're going to do with their data and the genetic material. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. Talk about genetic material. Oh, that's where it all is. Bro, guess what? How could you create something that would affect everybody? using that genetic material. They asked why 23andMe is not, as popular as it should be. It was popular at one point in time. But once you use it, why would you need it again? And what's happening, people found a lot of things that were wrong with that. They found a lot of situations that did not work out right. They found that they were either adopted, that, they were, artificial insemination, IVF, you found out all this stuff. And, and you try to connect with these people that really don't want nothing to do with you. And I think that's wrong for everybody involved. I believe that we're doing too much right now. You talk about all these electric cars. They talking about don't have your phone too close to your head. Otherwise that radiation goes towards your brain and everything. You sitting in a big ass metal electric car that if you put rock salt around it, it will not move. Because that car runs on a magnetic, field. And this is why it's able to see certain things. If you go through a cemetery with a Tesla, you'll be able to see all type of shit. It pop up right on the screen. They have done tons of videos like this. This is why I tell you, that car is something else. I think those cars contain a spirit or something. And this is why I tell you, be careful what you get. Be careful what... You can't even put those cars out. Those cars continue to burn. Those cars catch on fire now. They're not able to really sit in garages because those cars can catch on fire because of all the batteries they got. Man, it's wild as hell. They're telling you to buy electric. Why not buy cars that were based on water? They had a lot of cars people who invented cars that will run on water. Why? Water is a constant around us. They don't want to do that. Where would they make money at? Think about that. Also, think about it. At one point you remember, I don't know if anybody remember this. You can look it up. They were talking about lighting the ocean. Have you heard what I said? They were talking about lighting the ocean. They were talking about taking big old domes or big sticks, sticking them down deep into the ocean to light the bottom of the ocean so they could actually see what's down there. Bro, you know how deep that is? Who's going to pay for that? But they said, hell, you could get that to run on electricity. Man. But till later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.